and welcome to the news update on Enterprise TV. I'm Choma Okoye. No fewer than 50 members of the House of Representatives have asked President Bola Tinubu to order the release of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. In a letter addressed to Tinubu, the legislators, who identify themselves as concerned federal lawmakers for peace and security in the Southeast, asked the president to direct Lateef Fagbemi, Attorney General of the Federation, to invoke Section 174 of the 1999 Constitution to release Kanu. The aforementioned section confers on the Attorney General of the Federation the power to discontinue at any stage. Before the judgment is delivered, any such criminal proceedings instituted or undertaken by him or any other authority or person. In recent months, there have been frequent calls for Kanu's release, particularly from stakeholders from the Southeast. The IPOB leader has been in the custody of the Department of State Services (DSS) since he was extradited from Kenya in June 2021. And moving on, the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency says it could demolish the Christ Embassy building located on Billings Way in the state capital Ikeja, which was gutted by fire in the early hours of Sunday, if it fails an integrity test. This is just as the president and founder of Love World Incorporated, also known as Christ Embassy, Reverend Chris Oyakilome, said it will rebuild a bigger and better structure to replace the affected building. Lasema's permanent secretary, Olufemi Oke Osaintolu, gave the hint while fielding questions from journalists at the scene of the fire incident on Sunday. It is believed that the fire started at about 7:30 a.m., but the quick intervention of emergency responders prevented it from escalating to adjoining buildings. Speaking on the incident, Oke Osaintolu disclosed that the intensity of the fire had caused cracks in the wall of the building, which therefore required that an integrity test be conducted on the building. In his reaction, Oyakilome, during a live Sunday service at the church campground in Asese, Ogun State, disclosed that the fire incident at the church headquarters in Lagos is an opportunity to rebuild the raised building in a bigger and better way. And the police in Kanu have deployed additional armed security personnel to the two palaces housing the contending emirs in the metropolitan local government areas in the state. The outgoing Commissioner of Police, AIG, Hassani Gomel, confirmed this to the media on Monday. He explained that the deployment aims to prevent security threats and maintain a peaceful atmosphere pending the emirship outcome. AIG Gumel said that the command has reinforced its personnel deployment plans to ensure adequate security and peaceful coexistence in the state. The police appealed for public support and urged residents to provide information that could aid in maintaining peace, progress, and political stability. The Vice President of Oil and Gas at Dangote Industries Limited has accused international oil companies, IOCs, in Nigeria of doing everything to frustrate the survival of Dangote Oil Refinery and petrochemicals. He said the IOCs were deliberately and willfully frustrating the refinery's efforts to buy local crude by jacking up high premium price above the market price, thereby forcing it to import crude from countries as far as United States, with its attendant high costs. Speaking to a group of energy editors at a one-day training program organized by Dangote Group, Edwin also lamented the activity of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, NMDPRA, in granting license indiscriminately to marketers to import dirty refined products into the country. He noted that because the refinery met the international standards as well as complied with stringent guidelines and regulations to protect local environment, it had been able to export its products to Europe and other parts of the world. He appealed to the federal government and the National Assembly to urgently intervene for speedy implementation of the PIA and to protect the interests of Nigerians. Saudi Arabia has announced that 1,301 pilgrims died during this year's Hajj. In an interview on Sunday, Fahd al-Jalal, the country's Minister of Health, said 83% of the 1,301 fatalities were unauthorized pilgrims who walked long distance in high temperature to perform the Hajj rituals. The minister said 95 pilgrims were being treated in hospitals, some of whom were airlifted for treatment in Riyadh, the capital of Saudi Arabia. On May 26, the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NACON, said Tawakkaltu Alako, a Nigerian pilgrim, slumped and died in a hotel at Makkah. Following this incident, NACON has reported many more deaths in this year's Hajj. Abubakar Adamu, head of Nigeria's medical team for 2024 Hajj, had told journalists on July 17 that one of the Nigerian pilgrims died due to heat stroke while on his way to perform the ritual of throwing stones. Temperatures in Mecca this year climbed as high as 51.8 degrees Celsius. Mohammed Al-Abdullahi, a spokesperson for the Saudi Health Ministry, had said that more than 2,760 pilgrims suffered from sunstroke and heat stress on July 16 alone. In foreign news, a fire at a lithium battery manufacturing factory near South Korea's capital on Monday left at least 16 people dead, 7 injured, and 6 missing. Rescue workers at the factory in Hosan City, just south of Seoul, retrieved the bodies after combing through the site. Kim earlier said most of the missing people were foreign nationals, including Chinese. He said the mobile phone signals of the missing people were tracked to the second floor of the factory. Kim said a witness told authorities that the fire began after batteries exploded as workers were examining and packaging them. But the exact cause would be investigated. Kim said those found dead likely failed to escape via stairs to the ground. He said officials would investigate whether fire extinguishing systems worked. Kim said a total of 102 people were working at the factory before the fire occurred to his office. And that is all we have for you on the news update. I'm Choma Okoye. Thank you.
Enterprise TV, a tradition of truth.